Now you know what you need in order to, like we said in the last lesson, draw anything you want. Maybe not to a super high definition, but maybe more like a Picasso painting. Today we will write code to create a drawing of a house. With our draw line and draw polygon methods, we are going to quickly throw together a meaningful image, a house. We are going to start with a blank slate like we have up to this point. Simple GUI module, a function, a canvas, etc. For this, let's go ahead and create the grass at the bottom of our scene. This will make it look like a sky with the background color and then separate grass. So we do canvas dot draw polygon. Then we have 4 coordinates for our rectangle. So let's do 0, 300, and 400, 300. That should draw the line across our canvas. And then down to 400, 400, and back to 0, 400. We make this 1 pixel thick, a black line for the first color, and green as the filler color. Now that we have 1 line in the function, we can run our code. And we see the sky and the grass. Now we need a rectangle for the house and a triangle for the roof. If you are still having trouble with where to plot the points and put the vertices, then maybe drawing your picture on paper beforehand could be helpful. Graph paper, where each square is a certain number of pixels, would be the best and most helpful. So for our house, we need our rectangle. So we have another draw polygon. We start points at 150, 200, then 250, 200, 250, 350, and 150, 350. Let's make this 1 pixel thick again with a black line and a yellow fill. And let's go ahead and check it out. Looking good so far. Now, one other thing to point out as we start to layer several objects on our canvas. We are literally layering them. This means objects are being placed on top of one another. If we swap these 2 lines of code in our function and run the program again, notice that the house is slightly hidden now under the grass. The grass ended up being layered on top. So how are these objects layered? The first line of code is executed and drawn on the canvas. Then the next line is layered on top. Then the next on top of that. So keep that in mind as you are creating your shapes. Okay, now let's swap those 2 lines back. And now include our last piece of the house, the roof. So we have another draw polygon, and this time we need 3 points for our triangle. 125, 200, 275, 200, and 200, 150. We will continue to make this 1 pixel thick as a black line and a brown fill. We run this and see our pretty little house. And we could continue to add to this by adding a door, windows, a doorknob, bushes, a tree, clouds, and sun. All you need to do is use what you know and be creative. Today we looked at a simple sketch of a house. We applied polygons in a meaningful way, finally. We also talked about how the order of creating these polygons is important. They layer on top of each other, one after the other. Use all of this to your advantage as you create your own graphics.